Right, this morning we are on a research trip. This is Melanie, my trusty research assistant.
Hi.
And we are going to be looking at Stokesay Castle, which is a beautiful example of a 17th century house. And I'll show you that now. In a minute. So this would have been the main living room.
This would have been where Lawrence would have had his living quarters.
Look at the lovely panelling, that's
This
amazing.
panelling.
And the
Which
panelling, is this all
possibly-
17th century, the
Yes.
panelling? So
And
this is contemporary of Samuel's time, for those of you who've got to the little shop or found things. This is the 17th century sort of work that he would have been doing in the big houses. These were the improvements that you used to show off your wealth and status in the 17th century, but having very expensive things like this beautifully worked panelling put into your main living room.
And possibly the adjacent tower was built as almost an extension to the main house and for Lawrence's family, because we know that Agnes, one of his daughters, actually had 6 or 7 children. So they would have needed
They'd need more
family
space. Yes, nothing changes, doesn't it? The children still come home and need somewhere to live. The smaller rooms are great because you can actually imagine living in them. You can actually imagine that you could have, made this into your own little room. It's lovely. They're not the grander rooms are more sort of evocative of history. In these rooms, you can really imagine people, perhaps characters,
Just snuggling up.
yeah,
in the
and
winter.
lighting as many fires as possible. I'm thinking. Have a look in here. I think we've got more birds living in here too. And bats. Wow. Apparently there are lots of bats living in here. This is a lovely room. I don't know if we can hear the swallows. Right, we're breathing a very twisty stone staircase, which Mel assures me is perfect. Good for people who don't like twisty stairs and heights. But here we go.
We have another room.
To another room, which is, again, apparently the home to bats. But I don't think they're here at the moment, just the swallows. Beautiful hexagonal room, lovely. The windows are really gorgeous. Yes, you can look out of your beautiful hexagonal tower with your lovely room with all these windows and see your very own expensive flock of sheep that was providing you with most of the money. Possibly not the Land Rover. Right, really, really lovely building. So what do we like best about it, Mel? What's the thing that stands out for you about this wonderful building?
I think for me, it is about imagining living in the 13th century and just coming into such a building, the opulence and the statement of wealth made by Lawrence in using, for example, 24 local oaks purchased.
Was that
to
just for
make
the staircase?
some of these very beams. I know the staircase, actually, each stair tread is a single tree trunk.
Single tree.
So just
And it
amazing.
hasn't been too done up. I mean, you can see with some of the things behind us here that we can still see the structure. You can still see the stone tiles on the roof, and they haven't covered it up and made it safe. They've just left it so that we can really see how it was made and how it would have been. Yeah, you can.
This
It's lovely. It's
yeah,
really
all
atmospheric.
fantastic. plant ribes, commonly known as American red currant.
Oh, there you go. And this is the moat walk, because what was full of water is now beautifully planted with trees and things. So we'll have a little look down here. I don't fall over in the process. I was actually just thinking that, I don't know if you can see it here, but how impenetrable this is. You get a sense here, it would have been very difficult for anybody to get into this castle. It's actually beautifully protected, the sheer height of it, and then this would have been the moat. Where Mel is standing now would have been filled with water, and nobody was going to get in there. There's narrow windows this side that are where the people would have been keeping an eye on who was coming up the valley, but that's where you get turned loopholes. Those windows are known as not arrow slits, but loopholes.
And now it's just an entrance for the swallows.
Yes, now they're swallow doors. It's a lovely place. It's lovely to see something that started in the 13th century and has gone on and is here even now. But it's a really good example of how the houses changed through the centuries and what different people did with them. They're all really to the same effect, to be protected from attack, house your family and show off, basically. Be better than the Joneses.